Okay, first I want to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai Ba'ashem Kakudash. I'll give double honors to the elders, apostles, and teachers, great Muslim from my line of truth. I'll say shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm going to say, we're saying this on the scripture that you had the elder Apostle Gabar bring out. He's actually live right now. But mentions here Isaiah 1 and 3. Because as we approach the end, like knowing you're an Israelite, because obviously, just knowing you're an Israelite isn't necessarily enough. It's not enough at all. You have to actually prove, I guess that's the best way I can put it, you have to be an Israelite. You have to repent. You have to obey the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai to the best of your ability. You got to learn. You got to act. You have to have faith, and you have to have action backing your faith. And but you have a lot of our people that he said. I think it was him that said something. I was going through a ton of videos before I left the house this morning. But I think it was him that mentioned how you have a lot of niggas that get upset when they're told that they're Israelites. And everybody on the earth wants to be an Israelite, but the only people who are actually Israelites, they don't want to be Israelites. They get upset when they're told that they're Israelites. They get upset when they're told that they're superior, yet they run around in the hood yet they have no problem acting like they're better than the next nigga. But when it comes to being better than the heathen, they don't want that. Which is, and he mentioned how, go to the ox and the ass, a donkey, are two of the dumbest animals on the planet. Yet they know where they come from. They know, they know who feeds them. They know for whom they have to work to get that feed. But our people, not only they know, but they don't want to know. They'd rather refer to themselves as shit-slinging Hamites than actually princes and kings of the earth. Oh wow, someone's in trouble. But yeah. They because it's dumb, because once again, everybody wants the throne except the people who are actually promised the throne. And when you think about it, who doesn't want to rule the world? Look at what the so-called white man's doing. This nigga's fighting hard to rule the world. He's fighting his ass off, going up in there, all this damn technological development, fucking taking entire countries. This nigga, you have Trump. That nigga, he has one hell of a work ethic. That nigga is fighting hard for his Edomite regime. All these niggas up there, them old fucks, 60, 70, 90 years old, fucking on goddamn heart ventilators and shit. Them niggas fighting hard for their crown. But our people, we don't have to do all of that. We have to obey the Lord. Don't get me wrong, it's not, a walk in the park. But we don't have to ascend fucking rank and put all this work in to be rich and wealthy in the world and build all these goddamn businesses and shit in order to get the throne. The Lord promised that to us as long as we obey Him. Obviously that comes with its own challenges as well, but it's you don't have to fucking rule a country and do all this crazy shit, getting these damn blood packs and rituals and shit that these niggas be getting into. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib. And what? Two animals who are considered to be the dumbest animals on the planet have more intelligence than the nation of Israel. Because when you take a look at how our people operate, especially, the women are an example of what we did to the Lord, in really every aspect when you think about it, because, and that was one of the curses too. But, the women, they bite the hand that feeds them. These men that work these, fucking tough, hard-ass jobs, they get, you know, the nigger women talk shit about him constantly. You already know how she does things. She's ungrateful towards the one who houses them. You know, they're whores and harlots behind the man's back. But then when they when they get their ass beat, well, sometimes physically, but also other times proverbially, you know, when life kicks them in the fucking ass, then they want to go back to that man. And you already know about how a chick will spin the block after she's had her fun. You know, she may drop a guy and you know, be a whore and whatnot, and then they'll use the term spin the block. Well, she'll try to come back to see if she can weasel her way back in. And that's what our people have done constantly. And when you think about it, you like, ideally, all a woman would have to do is cook, clean, take care of children. Now, you know, once again, everything comes with its own challenges, but it's nothing like going out here into the world slaying dragons and shit and fucking slaving away, take care of an ungrateful bitch. But yeah, you know, some of that burden could be taken off of the woman if she'd had sister wives. But then again, they don't want that. You know, they'd rather go out into this world, be strong and independent, and then come back and wonder why they're 40 years old, single, lonely, and broke. They may be single mother, they may or may not have children. But they'll sit there and they'll wonder why. And they've already been given the blueprint to success. And that's a crazy thing, you know? They've already been given the blueprint to success. You know, find the right guy. They know that whether a guy is good or bad. So that's something that they admit. They know whether a guy is good or bad. Yet they'll go after, you know, the bad guy. Turn tail on the good guy. And complain later when their life ends up in fucking shambles. It's the same thing that's been going on with our people. Yeah, same thing's been going on with our people. Slovakia, trying to find a parking spot here. Try to finish this video within the next 6 minutes. We've been given the blueprint of how we're supposed to operate, but our people wanted to go all out of the way and do all types of crazy shit. And then when they get their ass kicked, they want to come back crying. Or sometimes they don't come back crying. What was that? Where was that at? I'm trying to think. There was some I was reading to do around me. Was it? No, I think it was in Daniel. Let me see here. I'll read this real quick. The Octonauts on there and asked his master's crib. But my people do not know, my people doth not consider. Not then 9:13, as is written in law of Moses, all this evil has come upon us. All this evil. And there's brother, I think his name's Elder Amawang Gabar. He did a video earlier this morning, and he's talking about how there's a shit ton of stuff going on in his Instagram feed with stuff going on in Minnesota. I think they have, I don't know, like, it may have been one of those cinematic type of videos that somebody made, because it seemed like there were troops on the ground in Minnesota marching. But I looked at some stuff, and Trump talked about how he was gonna withhold putting troops in Minnesota, you know, withhold the whole Insurrection Act. He really just threatened them. It's like it's going to happen, but for now, you know, from what it seems like he was withholding that. But you have a lot of people that are scared, and they are fearful, and you have, you know, these instances where ICE is actually knocking down niggas' doors, right? But all of this evil, even up to this point, that's come upon our people, and they still, they not only do they not listen, because it's one thing if you just ignore the message. It's a whole other thing completely when you say fuck that, fuck y'all, and you out here just talking shit with all these things happening. Can you feel it yet, Mr. Krabs? Like, have you people had enough? Is this enough to make you all believe? Now 9:13 is written, law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet we made not our prayer before the Lord our power. That's what I was looking for. Even with everything going on, our people still aren't turning back to the Lord. They're not even considering it. That we might turn from our iniquities and understand thy truth. Therefore hath the Lord watched upon the evil and brought up. It says, therefore hath the Lord watched upon the evil. Where was God during slavery? He was watching, nigga. And it's gonna be, well, he's gonna be a bit more active now during Jacob's trouble. You know, sending, you know, enacting all this death that he has for all these, laid up for all these niggas. But yeah, man, that was pretty much it. I wanted to go just mainly into Isaiah 1:3 because I got to get to camp. But verse 15, and now, O Lord, our power that has brought us thy people forth out of Egypt, with a mighty hand has gotten thee renowned as the day we have sinned, we have done wickedly. And the Lord is constant, you know, he brought us out of even going out of Egypt, right? Brought us out of Egypt. Then what did the niggas turn around and do? They worship golden calf. You know, all through Judges, Kings. Hosea, you know, goes into it a lot. Going to Northern Kingdom with, you know, going into pretty much prophesying against them, the Syrian captivity. The Lord has done miracle after miracle, but literally, right, you know, especially going to Judges, you have a judge that will save us out of a you know, the Lord will send somebody to, you know, to get us out of captivity. Then the niggas, as soon as that person died, you know, next judge erect up, and our people will fucking go off. You know, kings, well, you know, you had a righteous king die, and then you have another king, and our people will immediately go off right afterwards. As if the ass whooping fucking it wasn't enough. And that's why the Lord keeps delivering ass whoopings. Because it's not, because like, and it says, why should you be stricken anymore? That's why he's going to hit niggas with Jacob's trouble, and that's going to be it. Wipe the slate clean and go into the next age. And rebuild niggas from the top, from the ground up. Because you niggas are quite literally stupid to still believe in Jesus.